Hey guys, Vinny.
And this is Joe.
Joe and I want to take some time to look at how is the battle between Goku and Jiren going to unfold practically within this universal tournament here. Because the fact of the matter is there are parameters when it comes to this tournament, meaning time parameters and just different issues that are going to rise up when Goku and Jiren start to go full power. And as Joe and I are sitting here thinking this through, we think we're coming into a place where we're starting to see that there's going to be some issues that are going to rise up, especially considering the levels of power that are going to be put out by both Goku and Jiren. So we want to take a look at this. And here's the picture we want to paint. Obviously, it's going to come down to Goku and Jiren. It just is. And if you listened to our last one of our last episodes, we talk about the source of power that's going to be tapped into by Jiren and Goku, and it's going to be the limits of even the gods are going to be broken. We believe in this. So we think we're going to be looking at some of the most immense, obviously, fighting and battling that has ever occurred in the history of the Dragon Ball universe. And we're thinking that that's going to throw some problems into sort of the current tournament of power. And we believe, consider it's coming down to the end. You know, you have 5 minutes left, 4 minutes, 3 minutes. And the two of these guys are it's just unbelievable what is happening between the two of these fighters. And we just don't foresee a situation where either one of them is going to get knocked off the stage and eliminated that way. And we don't foresee a situation where it's going to come down to the final minute and even seconds, you know, considering like a countdown, 5, 4 seconds, 3 seconds left, 2, 1, and they're both standing there, you know, breathing, looking at each other in the face and the eyes, both looking at each other, and Zeno's looking on, and he goes, okay, now we're going to end this thing. That's not going to happen. You know, we can't see that. We think that either the venue is going to have to be changed to meet the needs of the two of these guys, because we know the stage is capable of, the platform is capable of being destroyed. I mean, we think they're going to absolutely destroy everything with the power that they're going to be harnessing. And the platform is breaking apart and stuff like that. And we also think that the time might be extended as well, because I don't see how we're going to have a situation that is going to be concluded with the amount of time that Goku and Jiren are going to be given, as they both continue to rise in the levels that they have as they're fighting each other. So we're considering that at some point here, and remember, Zeno's the wild card in this, because Zeno can basically do whatever he wants. That Zeno is going to either change the venue specifically for Goku and Jiren so that they can move into harnessing every bit of energy and power that they have, or that there's going to be a time extension to this, because we don't think Zeno is going to be satisfied with what's going to happen here as their powers increase and as time goes on. We don't see that there's going to be a conclusion in the time remaining.
Yeah, I feel like something will have to change in the settings here with everybody. Maybe they might not change settings. Maybe they'll have to get everybody away or further away from what is happening here, because they're just so powerful that none of them can be close enough that it's actually dangerous to be there in some type of sense. So they're going to have to change this, or let's just say Zeno's just so excited of what they're seeing and the time does end. Zeno is not the type where he's going to be like, I will end it here. He's going to want to continue. And I think even Goku might plea for this to happen, because Goku loves to fight. He wants to continue on. He might even ask Zeno to do something special for them so they can continue on. Or maybe even be able to plead with him to keep both universes alive because of how well they entertained him, and change that up. Because one thing with Zeno is he's very easy to sway, and Goku is very easy to persuade him too. He's persuaded Zeno a few times to do things. So this is a very easy possibility for the last moments of the tournament to continue on, and maybe he might get Zeno to do another tournament. Who knows?
I think you bring up a good point there, in the sense that just imagine that final image with me, Goku and Jiren still staring at each other, but there's no conclusion brought to this fight. There's no end brought. They're just looking at each other with no time left. Zeno's going to be, going nuts because he's going to be loving it. But Goku is not going to be satisfied either. Goku is not going to be okay with that being the end. And he is going to do everything in his power to tell Zeno, this cannot be the end. Either you need to extend this thing right now, or we need to be able to come back and finish this thing. Maybe next year, we are going to battle it out again next year and finish this thing. And almost either, like you said, plead for both universes to be remained allowed to exist so that Goku and Jiren can continue to battle this thing out in a following year. Something like that. That would actually be kind of interesting, that would be revisited. And I think Zeno would be okay with that. I think he would say, yeah, absolutely. We'll let both of you exist because I want to see the conclusion of this battle. I want to see where this goes to. And maybe in the future, it won't be about being erased, but just simply finding out who is the strongest between the two of them. Or the time will just be extended. But we're just, as we're thinking through this, we don't necessarily foresee what would be considered a typical ending to this. Like Jiren and Goku are fighting, and then all of a sudden Goku hits Jiren and he falls off the platform. And then he's in the bleachers. We don't foresee that happening. I mean, it could happen, but we don't see it. And we also aren't really foreseeing the two of them making it all the way to the end and Zeno or Goku being satisfied with the fact that there's no conclusion to this fight, that it hasn't ended yet.
It's just outside their characters.
It would be outside of both Goku and Zeno's character. And something like that's not going to be allowed to occur. You're not going to have Goku and Jiren still fighting when the 0 mark hits and then them just ending the thing. There's no way. No. It just can't happen. And we don't think either one of them is going to get knocked off the platform. We think they're going to survive until the last. So we wanted to bring that to you guys. So we think now, of course, anything can happen here. It really can. But just from our understanding of the two of these fighters, we just don't see a conclusion happening where one of them is knocked off the platform, or it's okay if they're both standing at the end. Something more needs to occur after that, because Zeno will want that to happen and Goku will make the plea for it to happen. So we wanted to bring this to you guys. What do you think about that? Because we're getting closer now. We're what, 28 minutes or so away? I mean, it's down there. This is not, far away. This is going to come up. This is going to creep up on us soon. So we want to start to consider here, how is this thing going to wrap up? Is it going to wrap up? So we want to kind of bring that out to you. So what do you guys think? Do you foresee any one of them being knocked off the platform? Do you see them both standing there at the end? If they are both standing there at the end, does Zeno eliminate one of the universes, or does he say, no, we got to keep both of these universes alive because this thing needs to happen again? We think that's a pretty likely occurrence here. So we don't think we're going to see just a typical ending of this tournament of power here, where one universe is eliminated because either Goku or Jiren wins. So please leave your thoughts below. Leave a comment. We'd like to hear what you guys have to say. Again, like and subscribe to the video. This is Vinny.
And this is Joe.
Until next time.